I'm very confused what you're doing. Just saying. It's a little sus to me. Hi guys, Lisa here. Today we are in my kitchen slash dining table slash paper making space because we're gonna do something a little bit different today. I have been posting videos on TikTok for quite a while now, and I've also posted some tutorials on there, and people have been following those and tagging me in their own creations, and that is so cool. I try to comment on them as much as I can, but honestly I kind of don't manage to comment on all of them, so I thought it would be super cool to react to them live right now, so I can give some tips and tricks and also just see how creative and innovative people can get. I am very excited, so let's react to some TikToks that the creators have tagged me in. That's cool. Okay, I am over here, so I can put the TikToks here. I will mute them because I'm not looking to get copyrighted. I'll put the creator's name both on the screen and in the description, so if you see anything you like, make sure to check them out. These are all cool people. I know that because they follow me. And let's just get into the first TikTok. Okay, so the first one is from someone who commented that they followed my tutorial. So let's check out what they are doing. Okay, pieces in a blender. They seem to be having fun. That's good. Blend it up, strain it. Perfect. Adding coffee? I don't see any color though. All right. Okay, so it looks like at first already that it wasn't properly blended. It looked like you were blending it fine, but then when I was actually seeing the pieces, not so much. And also it seemed like it was a bit too thin in places and too thick in other places. You saw when she peeled it off that there were splotches. I think the best way to improve on this would be to add more water and a bit more pulp, so you just have more playing area. So if you then lift up your frame, there's water straining out, and then you can move you can tilt it, that'll word. You can tilt it a little bit so the pulp will spread out evenly. That's my suggestion, but you have to make sure you have enough water and enough pulp at the same time. But cool, it's a short video, it's always hard to get anything out there, but I like this. I think it seemed like you were having fun, and that's the most important part. Okay, the next one is by Crystal Mythology. She says, excited to start making my own journals, thanks for all the tips. So it's so nice when people do this together, like with their sister or something. Old homework is the best thing to do. Okay, nice, perfect. Yes, for a first time, that's awesome. A few suggestions, as you can see that there's wrinkles in your paper. That's because of the transfer sheets, they had wrinkles in them. You can either iron them, but you can also wet them a little bit on the side so you can make sure that they're flat when you transfer. And also they looked a little bit thin, so you might want to consider adding some more pulp to it, but that's of course your preference. Okay, the next one is by Art by Annabelle. Trying out a new / improved method of paper making I learned from nevermindlisa's TikToks. Awesome. Let's see what you're doing. Okay. Nice, cute bold and deco. I like it. Drip, drip, drip. Wait, it folds open like that? That's so cool. It seems kind of convenient and inconvenient at the same time. It wouldn't be my preferred method because it kind of just seems like there's something in the way, but also I get that it might be easier to handle it because sometimes you're just kind of balancing everything. So honestly, cool. Okay, so it's a little lumpy, so you're struggling to get the mold off. That's a very common struggle. So for lumpiness, I think looking at the blending also, you might want to blend it with more water and less pulp so you have a smoother finish, and also stir more in your bucket. Like actually make sure it's stirred and properly floating and you don't have big chunks anymore. But I also don't really know what materials you're using, so I can't really help you with that. But yeah, it looks really good, and I hope you're happy with it. Okay, the next TikTok is by Kerencia Studio. I'm so sorry. They tagged me saying so happy with the results. So let's see. So already I can kind of tell that they probably used the bottle method. There's an alternative method to make your pulp if you don't have a blender, you don't want to use a blender. And the way it works is simply you put your soaked paper in a bottle with some pebbles and some water, and then you shake like crazy until it breaks down to a pulp. And it's an effective method. It just takes a lot of time and it doesn't break it down as well as a blender would, obviously. I would highly recommend this method for people who just want to make paper for a one-time thing, because your blender will get ruined, and I wouldn't recommend using your food blender for paper making as well. So it's a great way to just try it out. But you can often see the difference between a bottle method and a blender method, but there's no issue with that. In this sentence, you can see that there was probably not a blender used, because you can still see the pieces of paper quite clearly, which is still very much a aesthetic, if that's what you're going for. I also think this video is a great example of how the texture of your transfer sheet will transfer to the paper. You can see that there's quite some like wobbly kind of texture, and that's from the towel, because the towel has a weird texture, the paper will have a weird texture. Which is, again, not a problem, especially if you're doing it for the first time and just having fun, but it's something to keep in mind. Okay, the next one is actually by someone who used the bottle method and referred to my video. So let's see, it's by Hegertstu. Usernames are difficult to pronounce. Okay, so this is the result, she said. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you didn't use 2 frames. I think you didn't use a decal and only a mold, which is why there are no straight edges, but you seem to just have cut it off, which is definitely an option. So honestly, do what you can. If you don't have 2 frames, you can just use 1, then you will just not get straight edges. But yeah, you can just cut it off if you're good with it. But I like it. I think this is great. I think you're being a little too harsh on yourself, saying that it didn't work out the way you wanted it to. But honestly, I think it looks great. So yeah, no, honestly great, especially when you're using a bottle method. So well done to you. The next one is by That Crazy Clay Girl, and in their comments they say they were inspired by me to make paper this Thursday, and they said they had a lot of fun and will definitely do it again. So that's cool. I'm curious. Their caption says, Other Art Thursday. Okay, having a day to just have art, that sounds cool. Maybe I should do something like that, but okay, let's see. Okay. Training it. Water again. Colored paper. I'm very confused what you're doing. I don't understand what you're doing. Okay, straining it again. Very dry. In a bottle, okay. Straining it again? I'm sorry, I'm so confused. Water, okay. You clayed it into a sheet, okay. Pressing it? Pressing it. Okay. Okay. Aha. All right. Very confused as to what exactly you're doing, but I like how innovative you are, because I think what you did, I'm not sure what you did with the straining and whatever, but you added pieces of colored paper to it to give it this like cool speckled texture. I like that. I love that. That's great. It seems like you did not have a mold and decal. So instead you just kind of clayed it, you took your pulp and you clayed it into a shape of a paper sheet. That's what it looks like. And that's awesome. It's honestly awesome, because paper pulp you can use for so many things. You can use it as a type of clay. You can make figurines out of it, you can make Christmas ornaments out of it, probably even earrings if you want to. So yeah, I think this is a really smart way to just try and play around with it, or just recycle your paper. So I like this, but I'm just very confused on what you did with all the water and the bottle and the water and the strainer. I don't understand that, but I like the colors, so that's cool. This next one is by Jules Marie. Their caption is, What I learned from watching Nevermindlisa's videos, making a TikTok video is hard. Yes. All right, let's see. Aesthetic, nice shredded paper, plop it in your blender, blend it up. That looks nice. Nice. Okay, that's too big. You want to stir more. Do you have 3 layers of your mold and decal? Was it 3 layers? Okay, nice. Yeah, that looks good. didn't really see it from close up, but that looked really nice. I'm confused about the three layers of mold and deco, or if I was just blind, but that looked good. I liked it. When you lifted up your hand, you still saw big pieces of pulp. You don't want that. You want to avoid that. You want to stir until you only have small pieces, because otherwise you're going to have uneven paper. But overall, I think you did amazing. I hope you had fun. Okay, the next TikTok is by Procreate5551. The caption is trying to make paper. Also, I don't think it's really good, but I might have done it wrong. You probably didn't do it wrong. I doubt it. You might just have to learn a bit more, but you know, let's see. Let's just see. Making mold and deco, pantyhose. Okay, that's gonna give you some problems because it's gonna be hard because it's cloth and cloth. But it can still work, absolutely. That looks like a small bowl. Is it new paper? Are you using new paper to recycle? I'm confused. Okay, blend it up in food processor, I guess, yeah. Okay. Okay. Kitchen towels? Did you use paper towels? Okay, so a few things that I noticed. Did you use new paper to recycle? Like, it looked like you just got it straight from your printer. I mean, you do you, but it kind of defeats the purpose of recycling. The whole point is that you take trash and turn it into something usable. That did not look like trash. So I would recommend using used papers. However, I of course don't know exactly what you used or why you used it, so that's just my suggestion. Secondly, your mold and deco. Great that you made it yourself. Pantyhose, definitely usable, will be a little bit tough, but usable. However, I think you had too much slack in your mold. So your mold was this. All the pulp that goes on there gets in that little dent. So you're not gonna have straight paper. Your paper is gonna be weird and round and small. If you have it tight, your paper pulp is able to just go floop straight and turn into a sheet. Thirdly, that looked like a tiny bowl. That bowl was way too small. Like, your mold and deco did not fit in there, and that is understandable. I understand that we don't all have those materials, and that is fine. A few suggestions I have though is that you could have already filled it up more. That would already help a lot more water. So it was at the wider part, you might have been able to scoop it from there, or see maybe have like a bucket, or if you don't have that, you can also, in this case, what I think would work better is that you just put your pulp with water in a bottle and then just pour that over your mold. You're not gonna have sheets that are as thin, but it's still gonna work and probably a little bit better than this. But A for effort, keep trying, and I hope these tips might help you. Ooh, okay, the next one is by Dad Dutch Andy K. That's my friend. He's amazing. And they're saying, this took so much more time than I want to admit, and they tagged me. They actually contacted me saying, hey, I want to try this, and I said, yes, you should, this is amazing. So let's see what I did.
My friend on here, Lisa, you should give her a follow. She makes paper, and she inspired me to try too, so here I am trying to make paper. I didn't really have all the materials I needed, so it was a bit of a messy process, and this is what my first try looked like.
That's not bad.
It's not great, so I decided to try again, steal a box from my roommate so I could put like water and pulp in there.
That looks like a nice thin sheet.
And it went a lot better the second time. It took ages, and well, my entire kitchen was a mess, but look, it's paper and it looks kind of cute.
Honestly, I feel like this is a very realistic video of how it goes the first time you ever make paper. The first time I ever made paper, my entire table was also just covered in towels and random sheets, and it was dramatic and such a mess, but I love that about this. So this video makes me very happy to see. Okay, so the next video is by Fluffy Koala 2. Their caption says, inspired by nevermindlisa, who makes amazing creations. Thank you so much. Let's see. Nice. Okay, that's a nice tilt. Just looks like you don't have enough pulp in there. But the tilting is nice. Good job. It's like professional tilting. Dramatic, aesthetic shot. I like it. Yes, for the slow-mo. Nice sponge. Yes. So aesthetic. I'm here for it. 5 hours? Is that what I said, or is that just what worked for you? Because I don't remember. Nice. Okay, I love this. I love the way the paper looks with all the specks of color. Like, that looks gorgeous. Yes. 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 Just yes. That's what's great. I like this video. It's a whole experience. Thank you for that video. I love it. Okay, so the next video is by Megan ×5. They're saying, I've been following nevermindlisa and was inspired by her beautiful paper and wanted to give it a try. Aww. Let's see how it worked out. Been following recycled paper making on TikTok. I wanted to give it a try. I have a small business making hand-stamped items and wanted to make stamped cards with paper made. Oh, but paper I made. Yes, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Okay, your paper looks great to start with already. That looks beautiful. Ooh, the stamps. Nice. Ooh, I like this a lot. Okay, that is such a creative idea. I love this. Your stamps are gorgeous. Your paper is gorgeous. The combination is A+. Yes. I would love one of those. Do you have a shop name? Where's your small business? Ah, they don't have anything linked. Anyways, I love it. Megan ×5. Great. Yes. I wish I knew what your small business was or if you had it linked, but regardless, I love this idea. It's great. Okay, the next one is by Alex Stephanie. They're saying, my first few sheets of recycled paper inspired by nevermindlisa. Okay, so they're using newspaper. That's fine. You can use that. It's just... Okay. I'm a little confused. I'm even more confused. I think you're misleading us a little bit. That's my guess. But I'm not sure. Here's why I think you are. One, you start with newspaper. Newspaper you can recycle. It might not be the strongest and it will give you a weird color. It will kind of become a bit grayish because that's just the color of newspaper, right? Everyone knows this. But then when you blend it, it looks very white. And then when you take the pulp to put in the container, it looks very gray. And then when you see the end result, it's practically white again. So I don't think the end result paper that you showed is the newspaper that you showed at the beginning. That's fine, of course. But you can't just make it seem like that is the way. If it is the way, then how did you do it? Was it magic? Anywho, the paper is great. I just don't think it's made from newspaper. So do you have to tell us something, Alex Stephanie? Do you maybe want to admit something to us, Alex Stephanie? Maybe? Maybe? Just saying. It's a little sus to me. Okay, so the next one is by _finale_. Their caption is, learned this from nevermindlisa and I enjoyed the process very much. And at least I get rid of the script of the play I hated so much. Lol. Yes, 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 yes. Honestly, if there's anything I would recommend papermaking for, it's just to get rid of something that has a certain emotional attachment to it, whether it's positive or negative. Because if it's negative, being able to take something negative and then turn it into something positive and nice is really therapeutic. But also taking something that's positive, but this is like a pile of paper that doesn't mean much, but like for some reason you have some emotional attachment to it and you can't get yourself to get rid of it, but also honestly it's just kind of trash, then you can turn that into a journal. And you have a journal that is made from something that meant so much to you. Like how amazing would that be? So let's see what you did. Bottle method, I think. Ooh, pretty pebbles. I love this video. I love the colors. Like, it's just very nice to watch. Shake it up. Coffee, okay. It was too much coffee? Okay. You don't have a mold and decal, so just whatever you found. I don't know what it is. Okay. Not bad. You expected the cover color to be more visible. Understandable. Okay, yes. I don't know what you used as a mold, but it worked, so keep using it. For the coffee color, if you do want to have a strong color, you want to leave your pulp in the coffee for way longer. If you had less water and more coffee, of course it's going to be more of a vibrant color. So less water, more coffee, and leave it in for longer. It will give you a better result in the color. But yeah, I think you did a great job, and I like this video a lot. So the next video is by Art by Sky, and the caption says, "Should I try again?" So that's not very hopeful, but let's see how they did. Full pages in water soaking. Okay. That's one way to do it. It seems like old homework. Perfect. I love it when people use old homework. I think that's ideal. Okay. So so they soaked 2 days without a blender. Okay, that's fine. So are you gonna, no? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah, okay, nice little nickel though. Oh yeah, that's gonna come off nicely, I think. It looks like a good frame. Yep, nice. Honestly, considering you didn't use anything to break down the paper, this looks great. Yeah, this looks great. I just think I think it's real paper. You probably just won't be able to bend it without breaking it. However, if you want some tips, even if you don't have a blender, I would still recommend to break the pulp down somehow. I think you just broke it down with your hands, which is doable, but then I would still recommend also letting it soak for longer than 2 days. You can also see if you have a pestle and mortar or kind of a potato masher, or use the bottle method to break it down even more. But considering you didn't use any of that, I think you did great. This is amazing, and I love your mold and deco. Your mold and deco is perfect. Keep that. And to answer your question, should you try again? Yes, because it's super fun and you can only improve. But this is a very strong start, so please don't think this is a failure. This is great. I hope you're happy with it. That's all I'm going to be reacting to today. Thank you so much to everyone who tagged me. I loved seeing your work. And for everyone else, if you want me to see your work, make sure to tag me at nevermindlisa on TikTok and Instagram. If you don't want to post on there, you can also send me a DM on Instagram, and I'll try to respond to as many people as I can. I might do another one of these videos if you guys want to. So if you do want me to respond in a YouTube video, make sure to say that in a DM, because otherwise I'm not going to post it online. That is between you and me. I'm not going to put your business out there if you don't want to, so make sure to say that. For now, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of my videos, make sure to subscribe. I post every single week, or check me out on Instagram and TikTok. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you hopefully next week. Bye! I feel so professional with a lav mic. Hi.